larceny from autos, I didn't write down the exact number, but were those cases that were down or actual victims? Like, because sometimes when you have a police report, larceny from auto, you'll group together 5 or 6 people. So I was wondering how that was counted. Is it per police report or per victim?
It is, that is going to be case reports down. That's correct.
Okay, so case reports,
could
a
be
case report could have
multiple victims, correct. Correct.
Okay. And can you run down that number?
Sure. Larcenies from auto, 1,324 fewer cases this year, and that is almost a 31% decrease from last year.
And I think I had seen, maybe on the Providence Division's newsletter, that they had, I think they said violent was up 40%. Did I read that right?
I'm not going to comment on that, Sharon, because I've not read that newsletter yet.
We can get you those numbers, Sharon.
Sure can.
We'll look into that for you.
Okay, by division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
sure.
that just stuck out to me.
Not a problem.
These, Captain Patterson, the people that you have gone to visit who have gotten out on parole, what's their initial reaction? Are they surprised?
I think they are surprised. Probation and parole does their visits, but now we're starting to go with them. So when they see CMPD, I think they're a bit surprised to see us. I think they think that the role is only for probation and parole, and they don't expect us to be a part of that. So I think there is a little bit of shock when they see us.
And so and just so I'm clear, 10 people that you've gone to visit, you've gotten them revoked. Is that because they've committed crimes or just done something to violate their parole, like not work or some other?
Both. Some have had warrants for their arrest, like Demario Jenkins had an OFA out on him, so we were able to get an arrest out of that. Others have been because they have violated their curfew. And I would add that these 10 individuals are not just Westover problem children, if you will. These are individuals throughout the city.
But your Westover officer, they live in Westover?
Not necessarily. Our officers go out with probation and parole, and we go throughout the whole city. We give up 2 individuals for that purpose to go with probation and parole. And some of the arrests or some of the violators might live in Eastway. They might live in University City. We just send out our officers with them.
Are other divisions doing this too? Is it just you?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure that they do that also.
And y'all started it in April?
No, we've been doing it for a while. We've just really picked it up around February, March, and April timeframe.
With the number of rapes that have gone up, when the numbers go down, we hear that people are maybe reporting it more. Now that the numbers are back up, do you think people are reporting it less, or are there more happening? Or is there any way to tell?
Well, let's see. You asked the question backwards from how I would answer. So let me answer it the way that I feel comfortable. How's that? Sure. Rapes are down. Do we think that it's because fewer people are reporting? No. We think that there is our education campaigns that our sex assault unit have done, our division officers, the work that they have done in community meetings, some of the work that we've done in the central division with the entertainment district downtown. We believe that all of that, in conjunction with community groups and some of the colleges doing the education work, and then people just paying a little bit more attention, has contributed to that. So we can't take credit for all of the reduction, but what we can say is that we believe, and trust me, 1 is too many. We're not going to be satisfied. We're not going to be satisfied, especially with that crime, with all the crimes, but certainly with rape, until that number we can come in here and tell you is 0 month after month. So 1 is too many, but we're encouraged by the reductions that we continue to see this year compared to last year.
I understand by, historical standards, the homicide numbers are still low, even though they're up. But I know since you are seeing that they're up, anything at all that
You know, Glenn, it's
Dean, Brad,
yeah, we have looked at all of the occurrences that have gone on this year. A lot of domestics. We have had, of course, everyone knows the situation where we had a man kill his wife and 2 children. That contributes to those numbers. We have had drug deals gone bad. It's been across the board, and it's confounding and it's frustrating to us to see the numbers start to creep back up. We had some ridiculously low numbers in some months last year, particularly in the spring where we had very few. But again, our goal is to come in here and report to you someday that we're at a 0 homicide rate. We're not going to be satisfied with anything more than that, but we're extra frustrated to see those numbers increase, and especially given some of the circumstances that people have been murdered this year. So just some senseless, ridiculous things.
Captain Patterson,
Yes.
can you talk about the threshold for how you use geo-notify on the robberies? Like if there was a robbery at your gas station up the street, you would alert that community maybe, and I mean, was that to produce tips out of that if somebody saw something, or maybe make those neighbors change their behavior, not go out at night?
Absolutely. The focus that we did was primarily in our response area 2, response area 3, Woodlawn area, Scaly Bark, Conway, that area where we were having robberies. We sent out a geo-notifier just to let residents know that we were starting to see an increase in robberies and to be particularly careful or vigilant if they saw anyone that was suspicious, anybody that did not belong in the neighborhood, if you will, and to report that to us. We also encourage people to use Crime Stoppers. Every opportunity we get that you can report something, then we would encourage that.
How soon would that go out after a robbery, or did it take a few robberies? I guess I'm wondering, I mean, like every time a robbery happened, were you notifying that neighborhood, or did it take a couple and you kind of lumped it together and said, hey, watch out?
We didn't send it out immediately. If we started to see a trend, then we would send one out. But it is a tool that's available for us that we can send it out instantaneously if we need to.
Anybody else? Thank you guys. Appreciate it.